It took me a minute,
Hi,
but I'm
Spyro.
here.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to D&D Week, a week in which
Shit, I
we
gotta move
play
over.
D&D every night for a week.
I'm so excited!
I am so stoked. This is a reward for the May fundraiser that we did for Fibromyalgia Care Society of America. So we got donated to a good cause to get here, so that's always fun.
Thank you so much to everyone who donated.
Yeah, I'm so grateful.
Yay.
We did amazing. We raised something like $720, which is crazy. So yeah, I'm super excited to
Heck yeah.
host. This is gonna be very fun and silly goofy, I think. I think it'll be a fun little change from the other campaign that I'm DMing. But let me go ahead and introduce to you guys our lovely players. Ajasara, would you like to go first since you're top of the order list?
I
if you
am.
would introduce your character name and also just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Of course. My name is Adrasara. I am a vampire. And I used to stream horror games a lot, but I decided to become more of a variety VTuber, trying to get into more tabletop games. My character is Athena Madrigold, a bard. She's raised on the streets, freaking the sheets, ready to go, and we are very excited.
Awesome. Ditzy, you are up next.
Oh, shit, okay. Hi. Hello. My name is Acheron Oatly or Mafia Cat Chamomile, depending on which one you see more often. The favorite fighting duo VTuber. Acheron is the overzealous and immensely powerful crossroads demon with a penchant for mutilation. And Chamomile, well, what can I say? He's your favorite rum-running, bootlegging, fashionista mafioso, catboy. And they like to fight and shit. And also, I do streams and stuff sometimes. My character is Bartholomew Maestre. He is a haunted noble. That is all.
Indeed. All right, Orphe.
Hello, everybody. My name is Orpheus Hatzi, your favorite Greek poet, musician, reborn and brought into the modern age, and I am going to be playing Knick-Knack Cold Butter.
Please tell me you're also a bard.
Knick-knack.
Please tell me with you
Nick-
being a muse, you're also a bard.
No, unfortunately, I am a
Devastating.
I am a barbarian. I am also a short king
Ooh.
as a gnome. I am a short king, and I am very much excited to play.
Hell yeah. And last but certainly not least, Schubert.
Hello, everyone. You might recognize me as who I play Lear in the other campaign. I'm here once again, and I'm also a variety streamer. I like to stream a lot of different things, and I am a freelance artist. And today I'm going to be playing, sorry, it's not Lear, but it is Spyro Lithe. And the average what do you know, boy failure. So have fun with that.
love
He is
boy
That's the most
also a
accurate
bard.
description I've ever heard.
All right.
I'm so excited.
I think it's going to be really funny. I very rarely have a chance to have bards in my campaigns, let alone 2 of them. So how we came about these characters was I had everybody who participated, who was a creator in May, make different character sheets. And I spun a wheel and passed them out to the folks that were going to be in the campaign. And we had 2 bards, which is hysterical, but then also
Why?
2 people ended up with their own character, which is really funny.
Hell yeah.
The universe.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I heard we had 2 bards, and I really thought you paired me up with a party of all bards.
I thought it would be funny.
I was like, I swear to God.
It would have been really funny if we had all bards, but we do not, unfortunately.
If the gnome was also a bard, I would have died.
It would have been really funny.
It's like, oh, I guess I'm babysitting.
I mean, to be fair, on the other side of the coin flip, I am a short king with a great sword and great axe. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm on stilts.
I think that's so fucking funny. And Neon Raven, welcome. We are happy to have you. And I know Ajasara is excited to have you here too. So,
Yeah, woohoo! Thank you for
Woohoo.
coming.
Barbarian, exactly. All righty. So let's get this show on the road. So little bit of spiel here, but the kingdom of Suresh is vast, with a storied history. In a time filled with prosperity comes equal parts uncertainty. When will the bubble burst? As magic fills the realm, the plane of growth, an area of the kingdom that intersects with the Fey realm, slowly becomes unstable. Used to the flow of constant magic, the individuals that live in the plane of growth have adapted as much as they can. Home to changeling, elves, and other magical races, they've found ways to adapt. That is, until there's a disturbance along the barrier. A call for local adventurers has been put out. The tavern in Calistria is quite busy, filled with worried citizens milling about. You sit, waiting amongst these patrons for Leave, the quest giver for this particular problem. Amongst the citizens, you do notice a few fellow adventurers, presumably those that will be your party members. They stand out amongst the regular citizens, their armors and weapons worn with the evidence of battles and challenges overcome. Right, so you guys are in this tavern. There are quite a few patrons that are kind of milling about here as you're waiting for your quest giver, a woman named Leave. And you can kind of see each other from across the bar. There's different attributes that kind of draw your attention to one another amongst all of the kind of panicked citizens.
Orphe, what's your character's name again? Knick-Knack?
Knick-knack, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna march right on over to Knick-Knack and go, my good sir, it's your lucky day. I've got such a proposition for you!
Oh, and please tell me all about it, lad.
Oh, you hear that quest over there? You want to go take it together and you're gonna get as much as you earn. You join a party with me?
It depends. Are you going to be earning your own keep on this job? I'm messing with you, lad. More than happy to take a job with you, and I'm just going to slap you on the leg and...
I'm
Go
gonna
out and
topple over.
Oh, God. I do have a +4 on the
God.
strength.
Oh god, okay.
I'm gonna get back up, dust off my knees, and go, sucker, and go right up behind him.
I'm gonna march up and then realize I'm too short, and I'm just gonna go grab like a stool and then shimmy up my way to like grab the quest. off of the board.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty.
When
Athena
he
and
comes,
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
when he comes over,
Mhm.
I want to have casually just slid the stool over so it was right within reach. It's just like, oh, you're a short one. Scoots it over
Ah.
beforehand, preemptively.
Mhm.
Hey, I'm small in stature, but I'm big in personality. Thank you, lad. Thank you. I need my. I'm gonna like reach into my like vest and pull out like a little thing of bifocals and be like, let's see here.
I love him.
My character, having originally thought he might be the most decrepit one showing up, and then seeing someone pull out glasses, suddenly has a boost of confidence in himself.
What? It's worse than glasses. It's bifocals.
Like, these are straight up bifocals. These old man he pulls them out, and my character's like, "Oh, no problem for me then."
Okay. Athena, what are you up to?
All right, so I'm gonna scooch over here. I'm about 6 feet tall, so I'm gonna reach over, get in everyone's personal space, and just be like, "Oh, quest, wonderful! I want money. Let's go.
I love her.
I
You guys want to
legit.
Just
party?
invited herself right into it.
You want to be my friends? You want to party? I don't know anyone around here.
I
Oh, you say
legitimately.
party? Party?
Let's
Oh, I
party. I
like
see you
you.
might play some music. You get that? You give me that vibe. You know.
Oh yeah. I know all kinds of music.
There are tears in my eyes.
I am legitimately like, you know the meme where it's like the Blorbo and then it's just a shadow overhead? That's me right now with this thing. Of course, as a 6 foot tall person is right over me.
I also 6 foot tall. Gonna just step up on the other side. Noting the dynamic of this party and seeing that they might potentially get into some trouble, I'm just gonna like quietly sidle in and hopefully be accepted by the group, but like also have that level of social anxiety despite wearing big fuck ass armor.
Sparrow sees this and immediately marches over there and just slaps his hand against his back. It's like, welcome in. We're
It's
gonna
good to
such
have
fun.
everyone around.
Just looks down. Is your hand quite all right?
Sparrow looks at his hands, goes, I think it is. Why, is there something wrong? Did you think there's something wrong with it?
You look
No,
rather
it's-
frail.
It's flawless. I don't know what you're talking about.
There are genuine
Forgive me
tears
for
in
my
my eyes.
assumption.
Are you liking where I'm going with this, May?
Genuine tears in my eyes. Okay. We barely started and I'm already crying.
We've already broken May.
Okay.
We've done our job.
Oh god.
We've done it.
Okay. Let me get my life together. Okay, so as you guys are talking, a door swings open at like the back of the tavern. Just fully slams open, and you see this beautiful woman walk through the door, and immediately like half the tavern quiets down, and the other half, who don't seem to quite know who she is, like start trying to like get a sense, and they're like whispering a little bit, and she's like, all right, now who am I sending on this quest? Is it you? And
Spyro
she points to like some random small
Spyro
child.
is already. Spyro is going through the crowd, fighting through the crowd to get right in front of her.
I'm straight up. I'm
It
like,
is
who is it?
me.
I'm
raise
gonna
up
go
both
with
arms.
Spyro, and if anyone appears to like be getting in the way at all, I'm just gonna mean mug them until they get out of the small satyr man's way.
That would be me, my lady. I'm here for you. What do you need?
Excellent. Is it now? Is it just you, or is there more?
No, I've got a couple of other great friends with me here and behind me that are willing to go to whatever you need.
Is this child a part of the... And she's, like, genuinely pointing at a child. Like, there's 5 of you? Points at the child.
Spiral looks at the child. It's like, I don't know, kid. Do you want to come?
The immediate just turns, like whips to Spyro after inviting a child on presumably a dangerous mission and just, what the fuck?
Are you not a halfling? Oh shit, my bad. Anyway, yes, you, 4. Yes. You seem capable enough. All right, let's go. Come on. And she, like, waves you inside to follow her through this, like, back room area, and you find yourself in what looks to be a artist's madhouse. There is easels everywhere, there's paint everywhere, there's, like, half-done paintings, and you realize that now, as you are no longer kind of like in this crowded area with a little bit of distance between you and this woman, she has paint everywhere. And she just kind of throws herself in a chair, picks up her pipe that is still smoking from where she put it down. There's a little fire there, because she definitely didn't put it on anything fireproof. She kind of smacks it a little bit until it goes down. Okay, and she like whips her robe a little bit, and she looks at the 4 of you. So you're all not gonna die if I send you on this quest, right?
Sparrow was not listening. He's just sitting there and mumbling on theirs. God, I love a fire hazard.
Athena's looking around at everything, just like, yeah, I have had paint in weird places too.
First thing I want to do.
I like you.
The first thing I want to do upon entering the room, can I, like, presumably since this is a studio, do they have any art pieces up? And if so, can I, like, try and investigate, see what all of their paintings are about, if there's a common theme?
Yeah,
or,
absolutely.
Like, vibe to them?
They're pretty chaotic. However, you can see that there is, like, within these very vibrant splashes of color, like, there are pictures that begin to take shape. So when you first look at it, you're like, this is a bunch of colors and I don't know what's going on. But as you kind of focus in a little bit, you can see there are pictures within these colors. There's scenes, there's a tale of what appears to be some sort of tragedy that's kind of taking a place across several pictures. Several paintings. However, the majority of the pieces that are in this studio are unfinished. So they're a bit more abstract at this point in the process.
I elbow the tiefling and I'm like, I never was very good at art. That was always my wife's passion, though.
Wife? Who is this wife that you mentioned?
My darling, who passed away only a few years ago. It's sad to say.
I am so sorry about that. Would you like new wife? I can help you find.
No. I appreciate the offer, mate, but I think I'm pretty good right now.
I am always here. Let me know. I help you.
Bartholomew is gonna find the saddest painting and just stare at it and resonate.
Spiral
with it.
nudges up and goes, so about that wife finding job.
Knick-Knack, like, brings out a handkerchief and pats his forehead like the word economy on these people. Oh my
god. So,
do you need a moment?
Would you like a new wife? Just killed me. Okay. Oh. Okay. I don't think I've laughed this hard since places people were about to get fucked.
listen.
Okay. She kind of observes all of you for a second and goes, yeah, this'll do. So you might have noticed we have a little bit of a problem. The barrier, where to start? Oh wait. And she kind of like snaps her fingers a little bit in the direction of Bartholomew. Are you listening to me? Are you listening?
Oh.
Do you hear me?
Sad. He's just staring at the painting.
She picks up like a jar of paint and just lobs it at the back of his head. You can roll a reflex save if you want.
I was about to say, can I is there an exact roll or would it just be like a dex save?
Just give me a dex save.
Okay. It's a 9.
It hits him in the back of the head and it is hard. Like you hear this thunk.
There's just the sound of can against metal.
Oh,
Just slow turn.
Well, that got your
Excellent
attention.
shot,
didn't it?
my lady.
Got your attention.
Excellent.
So, I need the 4 of you to go talk to the witch that lives out in, I don't even remember what the hell they call the forest. But the forest. I need you to go out there and I need you to ask her what the fuck is going on with our barrier. Okay? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Shouldn't be any major issues. If you get some, fix them yourself. Yeah, that's about it.
And perchance, what would be the reward for this?
Well, and she kind of takes a long drag of this, like, think like the 1920s cigarette pipe things. Takes a long drag of it. Who is closest to her?
I imagine Spyro is, because he's just, you know.
It smells like clove, and it's making your nose tingle in funny ways.
oh no.
Gotta love a lady that makes me tingle.
I was going to say I'm no stranger to tingling. I can help.
Takes a long drag. Well, you see, about a reward. The town will pay you, probably, in, like, experience and exposure and all of that. You'll probably get, like, your choice of ladies and free drinks and all that happy shit. But I will pay you, and she just kind of, like, looks at one of her paintings. The
Point to
last
sad
one sold for 700 gold, so I'll give you 400 gold. How about that?
Impressive.
I was thinking more along the lines of a date, but I'll take it.
Oh, honey.
Why not? Money is money.
You
Okay.
couldn't handle my ride.
You want to test that out?
You, on the other hand, miss paint in weird places. She takes another drag of her cigarette.
Whiffed again.
All right. So we have a deal, yeah? Tin Man, do you have any questions?
No.
No? Perfect. That being said, yeah, I guess, get whatever you might need from the town or whatever. If they ask you, just tell them that I'm sending you to go fix the barrier problem, and they might give you discounts. I don't know. I didn't really talk to them about this before I posted it. I just got tired of chaos outside of my studio. I can't work like this. So, yeah, the witch lives in the forest. Shouldn't be too difficult to find. You just leave town, you go through the forest a little bit, and then boom, you're there. What else? Yeah. No questions?
Yeah, sounds simple enough.
See? Simple. Easy.
Sounds like a good adventure. We have a
Mhm.
witch, I don't know if she's hot, but we have witch.
Is
And
she
also
single?
money.
She's pretty.
she's
I
single.
have no idea if she's single. I think she had
Could
a
she be a
husband
wife?
once upon a time, but you know, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. Could go either way.
wife material?
I suppose I shall find out.
Yeah.
Worth it for that?
So yeah, out of my studio, I have to paint. And tell everybody in the tavern to shut the fuck up, please. Thank you. Bye. And she just kind of like drops her cigarette, which again is now sitting on a piece of canvas that has caught fire. Like spins in her chair, picks up her easel and like her painter's palette, and just kind of stares at this blank canvas.
That is
like
also
it
on
owes
fire.
her money.
Gonna quietly put out the fire.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna start like going back out to the tavern because I'm guessing we have to go out to the tavern to leave first, anyways. And I'm just the first thing I'm gonna do is open the doors up, and it's like, my good lady has said for thy to shut the fuck up, everyone. Good day, and just keep walking.
Do any of them shut up?
No.
I would like to ominously stand behind Spyro as he says this and try to intimidate.
Okay, give me an intimidate check.
Dice, please. I need to be
Please,
menacing.
this is gonna be so funny.
That's a 12. Sad face.
Some people shut up. Most of the people like kind of end up like whispering amongst themselves, like, "Oh, I wonder if they're gonna go and fix." I mean, you know, they're taking the quest, right? They're gonna fix the barrier. They're gonna fix it so that we don't have to deal with this stuff anymore. Like, but some people who are half in the bag are still loud as fuck.
Does she own this place?
You don't know.
We just took a quest from this random lady. We have nothing. We don't know anything.
I'm gonna base everything off the vibe she gives. It's very similar, so I'm just going to immediately like throw a chair towards the back and be like, "The lady said to shut the hell up."
Give me an intimidate check with advantage. So roll 2 d20s, take the higher number.
Okay. I don't. I'm gonna use the D&D Beyond if that's okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Cool. Natural 20
Yeah.
for 23 total.
Natural 20. The entire tavern goes dead fucking silent. Just, it is as if the Grim Reaper himself has walked through these doors. Everybody is dead silent. Most people have like lost the color in their cheeks. The drunks are like, "Oh fuck, I might die today."
They're sobering up pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
I jump up on a stool and put one foot up on a table and I say, "Now that's better."
Spyro, meanwhile, 100% thinks that this is in response to him, and he's like even completely Delulu, ignoring the fact that a chair has been thrown across the room, and he's feeling pretty smug.
When the owner of a bar in a tavern tells you to follow an order, you follow it. Now, thank you. I'm just gonna like slowly. I'm gonna have to like, son of a bitch, and just like slowly like.
Them down will you allow that? Would you allow
thank you, lad. No, my knee isn't the same as it once was.
Oh no! Oh no!
Did you take an arrow to it?
No, it's arthritis. It's gonna rain
and
today.
that was the campaign, everybody.
It's gonna rain
Thanks
today,
for
I'm
coming.
telling you.
Oh, you can tell weather. What is it going to be like a week from now?
It doesn't work that far away, love.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it's gonna have to be like.
Well, then what's the point?
Well, in extreme
what's the
winter
point of having
conditions, you
gifts?
might get a tingle a week beforehand.
What's the point of
That's-
having bad knee?
I'm not a druid, and this is arthritic knee. It's just how it happens.
Y'all are having this
This is-
conversation as you're walking through like the tavern that is fairly packed, and everybody's just parting the way for you. Just nobody's saying anything.
Mm.
I am absolutely like anyone we walk past that looks even a little too much at us.
Mhm.
I'm giving the stink eye like a paranoid motherfucker would. Just
Okay.
I just pat people on the legs.
Can I hold on, let me look.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, it's doing the thing again. Where is it? There it is. I had to look. Can I do like a perception check to know like where to go, perhaps?
Sure. Yeah.
From here? Okay. That is a 2.
me and my boys are gonna fuck you up. I rolled a
So
roll.
hold on. I gotta add stuff to it, but that was a low roll.
That
Damn.
was a low roll.
Is this a survival check?
No, perception.
Oh,
there's
wait, I have
different
good
ones.
perception.
Yeah, you guys are more than
Is-
welcome to just let me know if you want to roll something at any point.
It's a
Shooter is
16, I
used to
guess.
this. 16?
Mhm.
With a 2?
Is that it? With the 2? That's what I'm thinking. Like that can't be it. Let's see. I'm looking over here on the side. This is my first time looking
Do
the
you have a
D&D
plus
Beyond
14?
one. That's what I'm
that
looking at.
is-
It's like this can't be right.
Hold
it
on,
can't
that
be
might
right.
actually.
That might actually be
let's-
right.
Let me think. That might actually be right.
It's
'cause if I
under
remember-
passive perception and passive investigation,
No.
passive insight. Where's the
Passive
thing?
perception is not the. What does it say your passive perception score is?
It says 14.
So you add 4 to it. You got a 6.
Okay, 6. I was about to say, there's
Mhm.
no way.
Yeah.
Passive perception is just 10 plus your perception score.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
And
Where
that's-
is the perception?
So,
Hold on.
Spyro,
There it is, okay.
you are the first kind of out of the doors of the tavern, and you were confronted with the rest of the town of Callistria. So Callistria itself, I'm going to zoom out really quickly because this is a really big fucking map. Don't ask me why it's this fucking big. All of them are this big. Just let it know. It happened, okay?
It's because she's
Is
insane, chat.
completely
I like it.
overrun with flora. Specifically, flora from the Fey realm. So everything is super colorful. It's got sounds and smells and textures in some cases that you are a bit unfamiliar with. There are giant mushrooms. There are glowing plants. And just amidst all of this foliage are different like houses and different constructions. There is a rather large temple at the north entrance of town. You do distinctly remember seeing what was probably an alchemist shop nearby, and you vaguely, very vaguely remember there is a river somewhere that cuts through town. That's all you got.
Okay.
So you
Is
guys are
everybody behind me?
right here, right now.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around at everybody. Hold on. This is such a large
It's
map.
a huge
It's so
fucking
hard.
map. I'm sorry, guys.
It's
All
fine.
of them
No, it's okay.
imported this big, and I was like, "What?" Okay.
I turn around to everybody and go, well, shall we go shopping? I do know that there's an alchemy store around here somewhere.
Bartholomew's gonna open his coin purse and look at his single silver piece, close his coin purse, and stow it. If you all think that that's necessary. He full well knows he ain't buying shit.
I have money. I will buy you something. It is okay.
Just
I'm
looks
just-
over like
Just a little
"Over
treat."
my goddamn shoulder. He just looks at you incredulously like, really?
I just take a deep breath at the fey foliage. Just
Try not to get lost in the underbrush.
I could at least see you guys. You're all tall. You should try not to lose me in the underbrush.
Oh, do you need to hold someone's hand? I'm not offering, but I'm just asking.
No.
You might not fare much better. Just looks down at Spyro as well.
My eyesight is
shorty.
flawless. I won't get lost.
Is Spyro walking as they say this?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a
I'm so glad you picked up where I left off.
a reflex save.
A what save?
Reflex. So just a dex save
reflex
is
save.
fine, yeah.
Okay, deck save. Okay. Is that the D20 again?
Yeah, it's gonna be a d20.
You'll never guess what I rolled again.
Just a 2?
I rolled a 2 again. It's looks like on the saving throws it's a +6. So that's an 8.
Okay. Spyro is absolutely not looking where he's going. Like, he has his head turned back to the rest of you as he's talking and saying that, you know, his eyesight's great, and he runs smack full in a branch. It doesn't knock him down, but he now has just, like, bark marks across his face. His nose is bleeding a little bit.
I'm going to walk past. I'm going to say, "Hey, lad," and I whistle, and I'm like, "There's a tree there."
Spyro wipes his nose. He goes, "I knew that. I did that on purpose." And follows afterwards.
A true performer.
See, I am a
I like you.
performer. Thank you. Thank you. I like you too.
Yay, friends.
I love her.
No, I don't know where I'm going, but I can't get lost if I don't know where I'm going.
If you're already lost, you can't get lost. I like
No.
that thinking. That's a good way to think about it.
I can't argue with that logic, but God, do I want to. Just over here, behind everyone else as they walk off, like, these are the circumstances with which I have been tasked. This is fine.
Does anybody want to do a perception to figure out where they're going?
Yes.
I
can.
will.
Okay.
Clearly, I cannot
I
be
shall as
rolling right now.
well.
I'm rolling low.
You know what? Never mind. I can't see shit.
Oh, not one.
Oh, I rolled a 10.
Beautiful.
You know what? You're doing the best so far.
Okay.
Beautiful performance, everyone.
All right.
DM, can I use my passive perception?
Yeah, if we could use passive, it's a way different scenario.
Okay, so after Spyro's miraculous, fantastical moment of being able to navigate through this very thick flora situation, Bartholomew, you can kind of see through. You vaguely remember passing a alchemist shop, or like what looked like some sort of magic shop, on your way to the tavern, and so you kind of remember the way. You're pretty sure Athena's going the right way. Athena, you are full speed ahead at this, and you are headed in the right direction. Knick-Knack,
Yeah.
is doing his best. He's having to like pick his knees up. He's having to do like high knees to navigate through this situation, and he just misses a root and just falls face first. His like all of the armor and weaponry that he has on him, he just goes almost upside down, as like it all just kind of like slumps and like pins him to the floor, so his legs are just kind of kicking uselessly in the air.
Spyro bends
What?
down and just goes, "Hey, buddy, there's a root there."
You just see my legs stop kicking, and I'm just like, oh, ha, ha. And I'm like using my legs to emote. And I'm like, that's very clever of you, lad. Help me up.
So
I'm just
glad
gonna
you
reach
think
down
so.
and pick him up.
Okay.
Just like
I'm just
right
spacing
him.
out.
Please tell me you pick me up like unceremoniously, like a carrot from the ground. Just by like
Honestly,
a.
thinking like
By the
one
ankles.
one hand on like your back and just lifts you up and sets you down.
Ugh.
It's like
Just like
pulling a
lights you
leak
with one
from the
hand.
ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
I gotta tell you, I like the looks of this place, but they could at least take care of the grass. It's overgrown everywhere. It's a nightmare.
Have we lost the tiefling?
Yes.
Because I don't think the tiefling stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, shite.
Athena's
shite.
gone. Athena's gone.
I'm just doing that like Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's like walking, like kind of marching.
Mm-hmm.
know,
And
full speed
you
ahead.
do find yourself in front of a building. It is a large building with very large, like almost comically large oak doors that have some sort of inscription in them. And you hear people inside.
Are we
Okay.
able to catch up, or are we lost?
Yeah, am I by
Y'all are
myself?
lost.
Still? Okay.
Okay, we have time to
I-
roll another perception
Yeah,
check.
I think
Let's
I was
Yeah.
gonna
go.
by
say, you
herself
said
right
I
now.
know the direction.
I'm
Last
going
time I
to.
succeeded, I knew the direction at least, right?
Yeah, you know the direction.
Pretty one, you said that way, right? I'm gonna look at Spyro and just be like,
Call me pretty? Well, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, yeah, totally. That's the direction. I'm
I
sure.
say as I try to
Perhaps.
gaslight Spyro into leading the way that way so I can blame him if we get lost.
I'm gonna roll another perception
Yes,
check.
you can roll another perception check.
I rolled one
Let's
as
go.
well.
It's actually a higher roll this time.
Okay.
Thank you. I was thinking I was gonna have to throw this dice away. It's a 22.
22, okay. Orphe?
24.
24,
I
okay.
wasn't gonna say anything. But
Okay, yeah, you guys know the direction that you're going. Athena, what are you doing? You're currently standing outside of this building.
So I want to just kind of see if I can hear what people are saying behind the door.
Sure. Are you gonna put your ear up to the door?
Yeah.
Are you being sneaky about it at all, or are you just like plastered on the door?
We're gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna be sneaky about it.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth.
22.
22. You melt into the foliage. You're pretty used to having to like sneak a little bit, use the environment to your advantage, shall we say. And you kind of manage to blend into one of the trees as you're like listening, and it does sound like some kind of magic shop. There is a conversation going on about a specific potion. You do hear what sounds like a little bit of a little explosion, like a controlled explosion going on inside. So something is being mixed up, and you also hear your poor party members trudging towards you. They do not, however, know that you're there.
Okay.
I do
I'm gonna
believe
wait.
we've lost our party member. Did you even catch her name, by the way? I didn't think I caught her name. My name is Spyro, by the way.
oh, it's nice to meet you,
Nice to
Spyro.
meet you.
Always happy to meet a new young friend.
This is when you introduce yourselves. What is your name?
Oh! My name's Knick-Knack. Knick-Knack Cold Butter.
Ah, just like the sound you made when you fell on the ground. Perfect. What about you, tall one?
So like as you address Bartholomew, you see him like turned to the side, not necessarily addressing you, and he's just like whispering to himself. He's like, "No, not that." No. And then he looks back. Bartholomew Maestre.
More eloquent a name than I was expecting. Good on you, sir. And I turn around, and I guess I'm just gonna go right on into the magic shop.
Okay.
I almost want to try and trip Spyro, but I know I wouldn't succeed.
You could try if you want
You
to.
can try.
We can't all be named after a dragon of legend.
Athena, you do see your friends or your new party members kind of like walking into the shop.
I'm gonna post up outside the door, just be like, well, maybe she's not here yet. Maybe we somehow got here first.
Okay.
And I step out very just like silently, hopefully, from the foliage, just not to scare anybody. And I just say, hello, you're a little bit slower than me, that is okay.
Jesus Christ! Where did you come from?
I know, I am a whole lot of women just coming out of the foliage. It is a nice sight to see, yes?
Nice. Yes. That was, yes. Not startling at all.
And then I just...
He's gonna
kind of
turn to go
go.
inside and like hit on the door, and then like he's gonna try and pull it, thinking it's a pull door, and then it's a push door, and he's like, "Fuck!" and just barges through the door. just like
I just follow.
doesn't even reach for a handle anymore. Just walks straight into door, and since it's a push door, it just moves.
This power turns around. It's like, my good sir, you just watched me open and went through the door. Are you okay? Oh, there she is. What is your name?
Hello, my name is Athena.
Good to meet you, Athena. Where the hell did you go?
Well, I started running,
He was in the
and then I
trees.
decided to take a break and wait for you. I knew you would be on your way.
She materialized out of the tree like some sort of nymph or dryad. It's crazy.
Fascinating.
You know, you could have waited at least a little bit. I got these tiny legs. I can't really keep up with you tall folk at it like that.
I will keep in mind. I will be more polite next time.
Oh, well, thank you, lass. You're a
Don't
good
let
egg.
him try to change you. You're perfect the way you are. And just keeps, okay, we're gonna,
I'm
gonna
an old
look.
man, Spyro.
Spyro just looks at him. And then pretends he didn't hear anything and just starts perusing the aisles and see what's going on.
We have an ad break coming up.
And you really need it?
So, for those of you watching that don't have subscriptions, which is totally fine, we will take when the ad break comes up, basically all of us will be out of character and just chit-chatting until the ad break is over, so you won't miss anything. But I might be dying the entire time. We'll see. I keep
There's
having
much to discuss.
slap a hand over my mouth and lean as far away from my mic as physically possible.
Shoo, I
Oh,
hate
good.
you.
I
It's perfect.
what?
Oh my
Thank
fucking
you.
god. Amazing.
Thank you.
So you guys walk into the magic store, and there is a whole bunch of things going on in here. There are at least 2 alchemists that you could see that are kind of like working the floor. So they are kind of moving around amidst customers, trying to sell or explain different bits and bobs and whatnot. You do see in the back of the store, it's kind of like an open, you know those coffee shops where you can see the grinders at work? It's like that.
Yeah.
And in that area there are several other alchemists that are kind of making a few things. You do see the kind of remnants of that little boom that happened. And one poor alchemist has like a bunch of soot in his face. There seems to be some kind of electrical doodad going on. You're not quite sure if it's for decoration or not, but it's sending like jolts of lightning across the store. on the ceiling, and you just see shelves upon shelves of different potions and stones, and there at this point these shelves have been like, there are holes in the shelves, like where people have just been buying out the stock. There are crates that have been brought out that are opened that have more of presumably what had been taken from those shelves. And the two alchemists that are kind of working the floor look a bit haggard as they are trying to deal with their customers.
So I feel, due to Bartholomew's age and kind of like disposition, I feel like he almost gives like tired of his life retail worker vibes. So I almost want to say that while walking in and just looking at stuff randomly, people keep asking him, and he's somehow gotten roped into trying to help people throughout the alchemy shop.
Okay.
It's just I don't what
there's like
well, you
5
see,
or
this
6
one is
older women that come up to you and are like, sir, excuse me, I do you have any more of these lucky stones? The lucky stones. And they're like holding them up, all not quite in your face, but like as if you cannot understand them for whatever reason. And they're like pointing at it. No, I was here first. Lucky stones. Do you have any more?
I will go ask immediately and double check in the back.
Yes, do that, please. I have been waiting. I cannot believe the service. Lucky stones.
I guess I'm gonna go attempt to find fucking lucky stones somewhere.
Spyro's gonna get in Bartholomew in his way and just goes, "Okay, do you have this? Do you have this?" Just
No, I
starts.
don't work here. Like Bartholomew is going to like not aggressively, but like pick Spyro up, move him to the side, and continue walking.
Charlotte's mouth is just agape and go, "Well, I never. The service here is terrible."
I'm going down a solitary island. I'm like, well, if it isn't me old arch nemesis. And it like the camera just pans out and it's like I'm below the third shelf and I'm like, the third shelf.
POV, my in real life every day.
Same.
Bartholomew, having found a box of stones, are these lucky? Are they regular?
He's in the back. He's in the back, and he just completely slipped past the worker.
He's just sitting there like, are these lucky or are they regular? And then he's gonna go like to the checklist of like shipping and such and be like, where the fuck did they put the lucky ones?
Oh, thank God, an ad break. I peaked my fucking mic.
I fear that this is going to go the way that a lot of the other, just in the other group, we're not going to make it out of this town during this session.
The
Fuck
way
the job, I have a job, or fuck the quest, I have a job now, I guess.
Oh my God.
May the way you
great.
brought back like old trauma with those old women, I was like, oh my God, no.
I'm so sorry.
That was good.
Also, Bartholomew doing this is funny to me because I've had this happen in real life.
Oh no.
I'll just be chilling in a pet store, and people will come up. Mind you, since it's in a pet store, it's fine. Like, I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, people will just walk up and be like, hey, do you know where this is? Or do you have any of this? Or what's the difference between these two? And I'll start in on answering the question. And about halfway through, I realized I don't work here.
You don't
But then I'll
have to
finish
answer
anyway.
this.
No, I do. Someone has posed me a question. I, as a knowledgeable individual, must inform them.
I
must
am
know.
losing it. Like, I knew the four of you were gonna be funny. I mentally prepared myself. I was like, okay, I am gonna break at least 3 times this session. I have not held it together this session at all.
I'm not gonna lie. I wrote
Did
that
I meet
more
your
of the-
expectations, May? Did I meet them?
Shoot,
Are you
you're
having
really my
regrets
favorite
yet?
right now. I hate
Yeah.
it.
Oh
In
my
a
God.
fucking stool.
You
Can't
guys are
see anything.
perfect. I just Athena is killing me.
It's
I'm so glad.
my
I didn't know
God.
what voice I wanted to do, and I was like, "We're doing that one." I was like,
I-
"We're just gonna
it's
go."
perfect.
And
It's so perfect. It's so perfect.
and believe it or not, this is the most role playing I've ever done.
You're
Like I don't
doing
role play a
great.
whole lot
You're
in my
doing awesome.
IRL, so thank you.
You're
It's
doing
So I'm
really
gonna
good.
bring it.
All of you are doing amazing. I keep having to slap a hand in front of my mouth and like lean
Well,
as
good. I was
far away
afraid
from
we
the
were
mic as I
starting to
can.
slip there for a second because I heard you squeak. So it's good to know that.
No, at one point
gonna
I
lie.
squeaked so hard that the mic, like I was next to the mic and it didn't pick me up.
I had
Zach,
made
hello,
a
welcome
whole.
in. Thank you for the raid.
Welcome in.
Hi, Zach.
Welcome.
Zach, hello.
Address
So,
of the
May, I had made a full serious character background for this
Mhm.
character, like after getting them,
Mhm.
and I had come up with a whole set of things, and I got in here, and Entrance of the Gladiators started playing. For those of you who don't know, that's the stereotype circus music, and I was like, oh, this is what we're going for.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
We have
Address
delivered thus far.
yeah.
Yeah.
The way Adrissa stunlocked like me, not Knick-Knack, the me, the player, when she was like, "Would you like new wife?" I was like, ah.
New life?
The new wife was
I was
so
not sure if
funny.
I should go there, and I just like went. Like, if I go too far, let me know. But I just something came over me, and I was like, I gotta do it.
I died.
No, it's perfect.
I was
It's
literally.
perfect.
She would
I was
say
like, I
that.
don't even
She's-
know.
Oh,
Zach, we're doing great, as you can see. We're living it up.
Yeah, we just finished our first ad break in which I had to try and compose myself because these four are killing me in terms of hilarity. But thank you for the
I haven't
raid.
done anything.
You have. You're the straight
Yeah, it's a
man in
combined
this like,
effort.
comedy tree, like the quad situation. Bartholomew being like, okay, I'll go check the back.
that was
Incredible.
awesome.
All right. So Bartholomew's in the back. Knick-Knack is being confronted by his worst enemy, the third shelf. Spyro now has a gaggle of like middle-aged ladies around him, all complaining about the service being terrible.
Yes,
Athena,
we're gossiping. We're
Ooh.
gossiping.
what are you doing in all of this?
I want to check out the electric thingamabob.
Okay. All right. The electric thingamabob is two large like bulbs of some sort that are kind of mounted to the ceiling. They hang down a little low, not low enough to where, you know, even if you were to jump, you would be able to come in contact with it. They hang down low enough that the intricacies of it are able to be seen, and there is just a bolt of lightning that occasionally just shoots from one bulb to the other across the top of the store.
Okay, I'm following it like how a cat follows, like when you use those little feather toys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like looking at it back and forth, mesmerized by what I'm seeing.
Okay. Okay. Are you standing like in the middle of the store, or are you like, where would you say you are?
I would say I'm in the middle of the store.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna pause right quick because we just got 2 raids. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. For those of you who may not know me, I am May Mori. I'm currently a raccoon, my trash pants icon. We are doing a week of D&D, so my lovely 4 players here and I will be here every day this week playing this particular campaign. Welcome in, NoobTube, and welcome in, Rockface Lionheart. Thank you guys so much for raiding in.
Thank you.
All right.
Welcome, Raiders.
One of the alchemists kind of walks over to you, Athena, and he is kind of like a middle-aged dude. He's vibing. He looks tired. But he just kind of walks over. Miss, yes, hello. Can I help you with anything?
Yes, you can. What is this thing up here?
Oh,
what does this do? It is
Yes.
beautiful.
It powers the whole store, you see. It is a experimental model.
As am I.
And he just kind of like looks at you. Okay. Yes, experimental model. It generates electricity, as you can see from the lightning, and it like shoots across the store again. And it gives the power. It runs it through the shop, and voila, lights.
Does it do any magic?
It can, yes. Lightning, and another like bolt of lightning shoots across.
I just clap like an excited child.
Are you looking for anything in particular today, specifically? As you can see, we've been quite busy, so I cannot promise that we have everything. We have a little bit of a shortage on lucky stones at the moment.
Yes, one of
In the
those I would like.
background.
I heard
Where
mentioned.
the fuck are they?
Well, you
Just
see...
from like a backstory.
You see, we have had quite the run on those since the barriers had its, hiccups, shall we say. The supply hasn't quite been able to meet the demand, but, I can see if... And he kind of, like, looks over, to the gaggle of middle-aged women all holding this quote-unquote lucky stone in their hand around Spyro, complaining about the fact that Bartholomew has not returned with more lucky stones yet.
I cannot believe he is not back yet. Oh my goodness, the service. Oh, I know, ladies, it's just terrible. It's terrible service, terrible.
The alchemist just kind of looks like he doesn't want to deal with it, so he looks back at Athena. I think we might be out. Quite
Okay,
frankly.
well, let me know if you would like to get lucky stoned. We make that happen.
And he blushes. Like, there is, you know, in cartoons, old cartoons, when the blush starts at the neck and it just slowly, that is what's happening to this man right now.
As soon as the blush hits the top of his head, Spyro screams it, goes, "Did you say you were out of the lucky stones, my good sir?"
That is exactly what he said. I cannot believe.
I cannot believe this, ladies. It seems they're
It is
slapped
a
out.
travesty.
That other employee
Bartholomew-
must have just ran out the back to avoid us.
Bartholomew comes back in and has a crate that is clearly labeled like Lucky Stones, like the actual Lucky Stones crate. However, it is just a crate that he has filled with rocks. Like, he found a crate of rocks that are roughly the right size,
Oh, I
dumped
took a
them
drink of
into
water
the Lucky
the wrong time.
Stone, tossed the other crate back, and walks out. I'm so sorry for the delay. It's been very chaotic. Please take a 50%
Incredible
discount.
lucky stones, and these women descend on Bartholomew like a starving pack of lions.
No!
Must be nice.
You just see Bartholomew's hand sticking out as the crowd swarms him. He's like, no!
I remember
Spyro's
being young
standing
like
up
that.
and you should be grateful.
50% discount.
I remember when I was young and I could pull them like that.
Spiral just has a look on his face and looks back at him like, I don't
What?
believe you.
Excuse me, I'm rather handsome for a rock gnome, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, he shouldn't sell himself short.
He's don't have to. He's already there.
Looky here, you. We can't do this. We really gonna do short jokes around here.
I did not mean.
There's just there's a slight sound of metal scraping against stone as like a hand peeks out of the bottom of the crowd, and
While this is
Bartholomew's
happening.
pulling himself out while this is all happening.
May, are you okay?
No!
Yeah, we all right?
I'm trying so hard to keep it together and it's not working. Oh my god, the short joke! Okay, having recovered from his blushing, the alchemist just kind of like looks at the crate of lucky stones as the mob of women like rush off to go get checked out at the same time, and he just kind of looks at Bartholomew. I don't recall hiring
Bartholomew
you.
standing up,
Who?
just barely. He's like dusty, and like his armor has more dents than he came in with. And he looks to the shopkeeper, and he's just gonna like lean in real close and whisper, I don't know what happened. There were so many of them.
I see, and he
At some point, I think I saw a small child get trampled in there.
he pats Bartholomew on the back, and like
Those
opens
aren't lucky stones, they're just regular rocks.
this little pouch that he has on his hip, and he hands him a little vial of like bright red liquid. Have a health potion on the house, son. And he pats him again. Anyway, and he claps his hands together and he looks at the four of you. What can I help you with? Obviously, the Lucky Stones rush is being dealt with. What can I help you with? What do you need?
We are on a quest.
A quest.
Yes.
What kind
Well,
of
possibly
quest?
looking for
Spiral
life.
looks at Knickknacks like, I may have forgotten what the quest was.
Barrier witch thing falls over. There's just a loud
A
thump.
witch! A witch! We're going to see the
A
witch!
witch.
I just shake my head.
A witch. Which witch?
I look at Bartholomew again.
The one
I do too. I'm like,
barrier thing.
Ah, yes, the one that's over the barrier. The berry!
Oh, are you resolving our barrier hiccup? Perfect. Please, thank you. We cannot keep these lucky stones on the shelves because no matter how many times we tell people it's a lucky stone, it will bring you a little bit of luck, they do not seem to understand that it will not keep the barrier from spitting out magic and possibly blowing up their house. So, the amount of refund requests. Anyway, yes, what can I help you adventurers with? Do you want some health potions? Do you want some mana potions? Do you want a little bit of sword oil? Do you want some oil? And he kind of like wink, nudge, nudge at Knickknack for some reason.
My face scrunches up.
Spiral just puts both his palms up in the air and just goes, like, shaking his head like, I'm right here. Why?
It's for bad knees.
What's
well,
the
actually, hold
greatest
up.
skincare routine you have on hand?
On hand? Well, you see, we do have a section. We get a lot of fae ladies, you see. And and elves, a lot of elves, which is interesting. But they come to us for their skincare needs, so we have our own little skincare boutique section where we will analyze your skin and come up with a routine for you, but presumably you don't have time for that. So aha, and he just kind of like waves his hand, and a series of bottles just kind of like appear floating in the air in front of him. Do you have oily or dry skin?
No.
I
Hold
have
up, hold up.
flawless skin.
Oh,
Does
but
that
you
answer
asked
your
for
question?
no. What are your problem areas?
Problem
Wow.
areas?
What is
Problems?
mouth mainly?
What is that?
His mouth. Holy shit.
I'm not sure I understand what you're asking me.
Do you get dry spots? Do you get pigmentation? Do you get unsavory hairs? Do you get
Of course not. What do you take me for? Ugly?
well, you asked to see the kid's skincare.
That I did. He's looking side to side, going, well, never mind then.
Okay, very well. And he waves his hand and the bottles disappear again. So yes, what can I get for you today?
Bartholomew has since disappeared, made a sign that says all sales are final, and snuck it up onto the sales counter.
Bartholomew was a hero amongst men.
Well,
And he's
actually,
just gonna
lad,
like casually crawl back.
since we're going to deal with this barrier problem for the town, I feel like it'd be probably good for us to have some health potions or things like that.
Very well, very well. I can get you some of those. What quality are you looking for? Do you want the I'm going to fight a dragon health potion, or more the cuts and bruises, ow, variety?
I kind of look at everyone else.
For the
Oh, surely it
regular
can't be
variety.
that bad. We're just doing a hop and a skip over to see a witch. Surely it
Wi-
shouldn't be
Only a
too much.
witch. Only a witch who may be hot. I don't know.
Or single.
You
Or
might
wife.
you might want those potions to restore your stamina afterwards.
This is true.
Smart.
What do they run me for? What are they gonna run us for? Gosh, I can't talk.
How much will they cost?
How much would they cost?
It depends on what you're looking
Money.
for. There are some that are going to be a little bit less potent. That will probably run you about, a couple copper pieces. Those are more for, the children when they get the scrapes and the bruises and they're crying because they fell off their bike and all of that. The next leg up, shall we say, will be, a couple silver, probably somewhere between 5 to 25 silver pieces, depending on what you're looking for, how much of a boost you want, all the way up to I'm going to fight a dragon, which will run you about 5 gold.
I would like to take nothing less than perfection. I'll take one of those I'll fight a dragon potions, please.
All right, so what about the rest of you?
Economy
I will
here
take
is
one about
amazing.
wrestling with dragon.
Wrestling with dragon, okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, fight.
Um,
I mean,
Yeah, you could take him, right?
I always can. Never been told I cannot.
In a fight?
Both.
Oh God!
Bartholomew looks at you with an odd amount of respect and fear.
I'll take one of those potions that let me fight off a dragon, and I'll take another one of the lesser ones.
All right. So,
Wait, how much did you say the smallest tier one costs?
a couple copper.
Okay.
Just
So like 2 copper specifically? Or
Yeah, I'd say somewhere in the range of like 2 to 10 copper. So it's increments of 10 for the conversion system. So
Mhm.
one silver piece is 100 copper.
10 copper piece.
No,
10 copper.
10 copper. Yes, 10 copper. Yada yada yada. So
Then yeah, I will pull out my singular silver piece and buy one of the smallest tier one.
very well. Okay, and he
Presumably that's one of the ones he also gave me on the house, right? So I have 2 now.
he actually gave you a like middle tier one on the house. So
So greater
um
for that one probably.
I'm gonna say that one, yeah, is gonna be greater. The one that
Okay.
you buy for the singular silver piece is gonna be like a D4. The rest of you who bought the gonna fight off a dragon, that is going to run you hold on, I wrote this down somewhere. That is going to be a 4d6. That's what I wrote. I had to decipher my handwriting. Those are going to be 4d6s, and then Orpheus, the other one that you bought, is going to be a d8.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Ooh.
Anything else I can get you all? Any mana potions to help with if you are a spellcaster? And he does like this little weird wiggly thing with his hands, like he's like pantomiming casting a spell. He's trying really hard to be cool as he's like selling these things to you. Or, you know, if you need anything like a hot stone, we have several of those. Not many people are going camping nowadays with the barrier on the fritz, so we don't sell quite as many, but you just put it on the ground and it heats itself up, and then you can cook a meal on it.
Also can be used for massage,
It might be too hot. Well, yes.
depending on who you are.
Depending on who you are.
I look at the tiefling and I'm like, eh.
Anything else? Anything else? No? This is all set. Is that all you need? Because we have an entire we have so many goods that we can get you. Just let me know what you want.
What's the most interesting thing that you have?
Most interesting. Well, you see,
Just out of curiosity.
we here at the premier magic shop of the Growth Plane, we are working on this extract, you see, and this extract not only tastes delicious, but it's antiseptic. Isn't that crazy?
Called honey.
No. And he looks at you and he is aghast that you would say that to him.
Honey is antiseptic and tastes good.
No, I know. He knows this as well.
Spyro's just this kind of... Because
Bartholomew
even
just looks a
Spyro
little
kind
sad.
of knows this, and as where he comes from, he knows this too. He's like, I said your most interesting item. I do believe that's already a thing. Do you have something else in mind?
And
Do you
he
have
like,
the amazing hair care products?
hair care. We have hair care. Yes, absolutely. The most illustrious hair care known to all kind, really.
We're never making it out of this shop.
You know, we
We are
have
not.
been working very hard on this hair care line after the success of our skincare line, and he like waves his hand again, and there are bottles on bottles of hair care. This is for if you're balding. This is for if you need a little bit of volume to your hair. This is for if you need, and he's like pointing them out, and at one point he's like, for all of my lichens, which I don't know, you might be one. I'm not asking. This is full body. It won't irritate
Bartholomew
all
has-
of those parts.
He turns around at one point. Bartholomew has disappeared. He just went outside. He got overwhelmed by all the choices. Like, I'm leaving.
For the men
There's
that
just a
cannot be
small note
bothered,
that
there
says
is
sorry.
a 37 in 1.
I'll take that.
Hold on.
Okay.
Spyro is aghast. Aghast.
You see, this 37 in 1 hair care, it is your shampoo, it is your conditioner, it is your scalp cleaner, it is your hair oil, it is your de-oiling, degreasing. You can cook with it. You can clean your blades with it. You can...
My good sir.
I grab a stool and 3 books, and I run up on top of them, and I put my finger to his lips, and I'm like, shh, shh, shh.
You had me at 37 and 1.
You had me at 37 and 1.
Excellent. These will run you one silver piece, yes.
Buys the entire stock.
I'm gonna find something to do this with, I swear to God.
Spyro just looks at the bottle and says, keep that away from me. Keep it 30 feet away from me at all times.
We
He's
have
like
to
got
find a
his
way to wash
hands
Spyro's
bitten,
hair.
like it's like a lady up on the counter, like getting away from a mouse and just going, ugh.
I have the
Ugh.
biggest shit-eating grin on my face.
Orpheus, we have to
horrified.
find a way to wash Spyro's hair with that.
It's already
Obviously.
been done.
Saying this out of character. Obviously, that's where this is going, guys. Come on,
Yes,
now.
side
Keep the
quest.
program.
All right. Yes. Anything else I could help you with? We are always looking to make a sale here.
You might not sell it, but could you tell us the way to go next? It's awfully the underbrush is quite high out there.
Oh, yes. Well, you're going to see the witch, right?
Yes.
Which witch? The barrier witch? Right,
Yes.
the barrier
Bartholomew.
witch.
He's
Yes.
already, but he's gone, so he just looks at Nick.
All right.
Yes,
well,
we're gonna go see that lass.
You see, she lives kind of at the corner of town. You have to cross the river to get there. Very nice lady. Keeps to herself for the most part. Been there since Kingdom Come. Yeah, she should be able to help you with the barrier, yes. That way. And he, like, kind of points to the opposite end of the store. Obviously through the wall and whatnot. So you go out here, you go around, you go all the way over, you find the river, you cross the river, and on the other side of the river, you should see that she's the only one that lives there on that side of the river, so there's only her house. And then you just walk up and you go and knock knock, and then there you go. Witch.
Kool-Aid Man's through the wall. Not
Rip.
actually. But like, I was just picturing, he says, it's that way, we just walk through the wall.
But yes, getting across the river shouldn't be too much of a problem. Usually the river's pretty calm. If there are any issues, you can always ask the nature spirits to give you a little help. Unless you want to buy one of our handy dandy water crossing stones, and he like pulls out another stone that definitely just looks like a stone. You drop this in the water, it sinks to the bottom, and it will rise back up as a large stone for you to hop across with.
Sir. You wouldn't have happened to just pick that up out of the lucky stone box our good friend put down earlier, would you?
No, of course not. This came from the water crossing stone box.
Yeah, dude, it's such a...
I do not buy this.
Well, you haven't bought it yet.
No, I will not, because I do not believe you are telling truth.
Fair enough. Although you're missing out.
Seems too good to be true.
They're very handy.
Spiral turns around and looks at the wall that he pointed at earlier. It's like, well, where's the door?
You don't go through the wall. You go out of the door you came in, and you go around.
We can make
well, that
door.
seems inconvenient. That's what I'm saying.
Please do not make door.
Terrible service. And Spiral just starts walking back out the door.
They do not care about customer. I start walking out the door.
We care a lot about
like,
customers, and he's like trying to do damage control.
May I have a question?
Yes.
Can I do a perception check? And I'm looking for 2 specific items.
Yes.
Okay. I got 13. I'm looking for a decanter and a jug with like multiple spouts.
I'd say you can find it.
Yeah.
There is just a decanter and just a jug with multiple spouts. But then there's also like 6 varieties of like the Ultra and Super Plus Ultra at the new model and the like all of that going on. Realistically, you cannot tell the difference between any of them.
I'm gonna grab the basic models and just waddle up to a counter. How much are these?
They are those in particular will run you a couple copper. So, altogether, that's 5 copper. Are you sure I cannot interest you in the new model? It is Super Ultra Deluxe. We have infused it with magical runes that include keeping your alcohol from going bad. The runes can also turn things hot or cold depending on what you want. And of course, you know, there is a little bit of a inscription at the bottom. We're not supposed to tell you this, but I will let you in on a little secret. This little inscription will allow you to have it produces, if you have enough liquid in it, it will continue to produce more liquid of the same variety. So it's like a refillable jug.
I see. Yes, you may. How much would these cost?
6 gold.
A bargain.
Incredible. Here you go, my good man.
Bartholomew's gonna peek back in and like look for a review board and put a note up and pin it there, and it says 5 stars. I didn't really buy anything. I more of just got mugged and ended up getting a job, ? But was good experience. And it just leaves it at that.
Okay.
Like, it literally looks like the writing just trails off, like as if there was more gonna be said, and it just turns into a squiggle and trails off.
Okay.
And then he steps out. So he's like, puts it back. All right, cool. I'm done. I'm out.
Okay.
I ring the bell that says if you had good customer service, ring the bell.
Okay. All right.
I just glare.
Well, that's fun.
Spiral runs back in and just slaps the bell off the counter and runs back out.
It's fun, lad. I can't believe this.
Y'all just spent 40 minutes in a fucking store.
I know.
Oh no!
Hey,
In my
those
defense,
items
I
like
was left
Character
unsupervised.
development. We're introducing our characters. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
It's so fine.
It's okay. I planned for this. Okay.
Exactly. You should know better by now.
I do know better by now.
And Bartholomew wasn't inside when they got directions, so I was gonna turn and was like, did any of us ask where the witch hut is?
Well, he said it was through the wall, but there was no door.
You would not let me make door. Bad customer.
mayonnaise.
I have an idea. If we go over the building, we wouldn't need to go through the wall.
Bartholomew, you're supposed to be. I thought you were supposed to be the straight man of this group.
Oh, there's also this sidewalk that goes around that I found earlier.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense. Let's try that. Is it? Yeah.
Let us go.
Is there yellow bricks on it? Just out of curiosity. I feel like
No, I
like
don't
that would
trust
help.
yellow brick roads after the last time.
The last time.
What
I
happened?
don't want to know. The story's too dark and too tragic to tell.
Oh, okay. And Sparrow just goes and follows the trail.
Okay.
You guys are all weird. No, I'm just gonna go.
You guys walk around the building, and sure enough, you do hear the river as you are kind of walking around. The river itself, when it comes into view, it is not quite as large as some of you would have expected. You can very clearly see across it. It wouldn't take very much to cross it. You do see there are a couple of giant lily pads kind of floating along the river. However, as you go to get closer to the river's edge, the water almost seems to speed up.
I don't think this river's friendly. Especially for me, I'm gonna fucking drown. I'm 3 foot nothing.
I can carry you on my shoulders.
Nah, it's okay. I bought an item just for this. I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
May.
Yeah.
I have always wanted to do this. This is why I
Oh god.
kinda, this is why I kind of like forced my hand on this. The decanter that I bought, is it what I think it is? A decanter of endless water?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm going to just rub that motherfucker repeatedly, and it's gonna form a geyser, and I'm just gonna hold on to it, and I'm just going to shoot across. I'm just gonna shoot across the river.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be insane. I'm gonna just use jumping rules, which mean I can make this jump and
Yeah.
just hop from the rock to get over.
Do I need to roll like a strength saving
Yes.
throw? Or,
Yes, you
okay.
do.
Actually, could I have tried to get over beforehand, seeing what this maniac is doing? So if anything bad happens, I can try and catch them. Oh no!
Avoided.
Orpheus
I've-
started this before you did.
I've waited my whole life to do this. Oh god.
He's gonna smack into a tree and die.
Oh my god! Natural 20 for 27.
Alright, you guys see Nick-Knack and his decanter, and he's just kind of standing there for a moment with it, like shaking it, and then all of a sudden, it just erupts with water. And this man goes flying.
I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. Burning up his.
Over the river. He's singing as he goes. He manages to like somehow at some point in this little voyage, he like swings his body around so he's riding on top of it as it shoots him over, and he clears the river. He lands in a tree. It's very soft. It's very comfy. It's like landing on a bed, and the geyser just goes and like a bunch of water rains down into the river as it stops.
Does the sunlight hit the water just right? Make a rainbow?
There's a double rainbow actually.
Yes.
The stage has been set.
I thought he was a
Sparrow is
gnome, not a
gonna-
leprechaun.
Spyro is gonna try, and you said that there was lily pads. How big are the lily pads?
They're big. They are
Like they're huge.
they're huge. Like you see that
Can I-
there is one on the
Yeah.
map here.
Yeah. Can Sparrow do like like a athletics check to great quote unquote gracefully hop across doing a game of leapfrog across these lily pads real
Absolutely.
quick?
Go for it.
Oh, the twink is making an athletics check.
I'm like laying in a field of flowers with a cigarette, and I'm like, ha ha, classic.
Well, I was hoping this was gonna go horribly, but it did not. I
Okay.
got a 16.
Yeah, Spyro's pretty graceful. He's like trying to do ballerina moves as he goes across. They're not the best, but you know, he makes
Don't
it
tell
across
him
pretty
that.
smoothly.
Hold up. Borrows soap, holds it out right before Spyro's about to land. No.
No, don't do that. Don't do
Damn it,
that.
the 37 and 1!
No, the 37.
All right, Athena, how are you getting across?
Okay, so I would like to try the same way, but do possibly an acrobatics check to
Yeah.
like try to make it look all pretty and performance-y.
Okay.
Almost trying to one up a little bit
Okay.
because I'm a little jealous. So we're gonna see how this goes. 19.
Mm. Okay, yeah, you have gone full rhythmic gymnastics, like routine with it as you're going across. There's like pirouettes and leg lifts and all sorts of things, and you kind of land on the other side with a little bit of a flourish.
I wink.
At who?
Everyone.
Okay.
I hold up a sign that just says 10.
It's a really good back tuck, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Sparrow crosses his arms. Where's my 10?
You did good too. They just did better.
I'm gonna rub the flask twice and just like a gentle spray, just.
Is it directed at Spyro?
No, not really. Not really.
Okay, on the other side of the river, now that you are here, you do see that not very far, actually, there is a large hut. From what you could tell, it's a rather normal looking like hut. It's looks old in its construction, but seems to be held up pretty well. And it is completely surrounded by large fluorescent trees.
Ah, this is a nice looking area. You think this is where the witch lives?
I feel like it would be biased to instantly assume that, but yeah, that's gonna be my guess.
I will not argue with that. I agree.
Is the door right in front of us?
Yeah.
Spyro just goes up and starts knocking on the door. Hello? Hello? Is anyone home?
Spyro, you only need to knock once.
As
Spyro keeps knocking, ignoring him.
is
Awesome.
knocking, the door opens on its own very slowly from the force of Spyro's knocks.
That's not ominous at all.
Spooky.
Perhaps she's taking a nap.
Then we must.
Well, the door was
her up.
unlocked. The door is unlocked. It doesn't count as breaking and entering.
This is true. Spyro starts peeking in. Can I do a perception check real quick?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I help.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just in between Spyro's legs, like look over there, and I'm just gonna give him
We're
advantage.
looking in opposite directions.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a...
Remember, it's with
got
advantage
a
because of Knick-Knack's help.
Oh, wait, so I get advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Roll twice, right?
Yep, roll
Yeah.
twice, take the higher number.
Ooh, I got a 23.
A 23. Okay. The
Nice.
hut itself is a lot larger on the inside than it is on the outside. You see a massive room that seems to be kind of like a one-stop all-purpose kind of room. There is like a couch, there's a rug, there's a fireplace, there's some magical doodads that you're not entirely sure what they are, and there's like a little sitting room like set up in kind of one of the corners, almost like that's where she like entertains guests. But then you also see a series of doors along the leftmost wall side, so there it does seem to be like another room at the very least. You also notice that the room, while it seems to be in good condition, something is wrong. Something is not the way it is supposed to be. And at first it doesn't quite like click, but then you realize there is just a bit of a sheen over around the room, almost like there's a little bit of glamour magic at play.
I know a performance when I see one, and this one is not well done.
Hey, bullshit is starting. No. Just quietly having flashbacks in the background. Oh no.
This place isn't looking too hot.
Anybody want to do something? Wanna?
I'm thinking.
Are you dead in there? Hello?
Hello?
It just peeks in like,
Hello,
hello?
potential wife.
Are you, huh?
Potential wife?
What are you?
Nobody answers. There is nothing. Like it's strange. Athena's voice kind of almost echoes a little bit, despite the multiple amounts of furniture in the room.
Spyro
Spyro, you should go
slowly
first.
yeah. Well, Spyro was slowly putting a toe inside the doorway, and immediately upon hearing that, Spyro, no, you go first.
Well, we need our most elegant and
You know what? You're so right. Well, thank you for pointing that out. Immediately turns around, starts doing it again, slowly going inside.
Okay. Spyro, you enter the room and it still feels off. Like that glamour magic feeling almost is like tingling, like it's pricking at your skin with how heavy-handed it has been laid across this room.
I don't think there's any way that I personally can like try to like disperse the glamour magic at all. Or is there?
Does Spyro mention that there's a glamour over anything?
Spyro has not mentioned that. He just said
I
that
just
there's
said
a
that I know a
performance.
performance when I see one, and this one's not well done.
Okay. Well, then I can't instantly. Okay.
But at this point in time, Sparrow does turn back around. It's like, I do believe things are not the way that they seem here. And I don't want to move until I know what's in front of me.
I will step inside. Can I take an action to examine things as if to like try and see through a glamour effect if there is one?
Yes.
What would it just be? Investigation, probably?
Yeah, just give me investigation for it.
All right, come on, dice. We can roll above a 10. I believe in us.
Oh!
I'll take it.
Row.
It's a 20 to like look past any illusion.
Okay. But Bartholomew, you see a room that has been almost completely ransacked. The furniture is all broken. All of the doodads and like the magical knickknacks smashed across the ground. There's heavy footsteps that have clearly come through here. And it looks like it's been ransacked. and then covered up with glamour.
Yeah, seeing that and knowing that's generally a bad sign, Bartholomew's gonna immediately, like, for safety reasons, pull out his halberd, and be like, someone's been here before us. And immediately, like, his aura changes. He goes from anxious and not knowing what he's doing to anxious and absolutely ready to kill anything.
Okay.
Just, you can never be too cautious. And you said there were doors over here?
Yeah, yes, you would be able to see it because you've actually like kind of entered a bit. There are 3 doors.
Spyro's just wide-eyed looking at him going, oh my.
Yeah, I guess my next step is investigating the doors to see if there's anything about them.
Okay. Like actual investigation, or are you just kind of like...
Well, like, seeing if any of them are... Well, if they were an illusion, I'd imagine I'd already have seen past them. So, like, investigating if there are any signs on which one might be real or which one might be a fuck-ass death trap or something like that.
Go ahead and give me a investigation roll. What are the rest of you doing?
I am next to Athena. I'm going, well, he seems different all of a sudden.
And then I'm going to pull out a dagger because I see him pull out a halberd.
Okay.
Spyro once again goes wide-eyed and goes, oh. Are we fighting something? He starts getting nervous. Starts looking around.
I think I'm gonna go see what's in this pot.
Okay.
Don't fall in it.
All right.
I can't promise that.
Are you rolling for it, or are you just kind of like peeking in?
I'll give it. Yeah, I'll roll for it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me investigation for it.
Oh shit! I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I got whenever it comes 13. To it, I got another 20 for the doors.
Okay. So did you say 13 or 15, Orphe?
13.
13. Okay. The pot is you kind of stick your head in. First, you're hit with this wave of a very like acrid smell. It like it singes your nose hairs, kind of like. And then it kind of fades into something very sweet, very delicate, as it kind of like lingers for a little bit longer, and it almost smells like your wife's perfume. There is, however, nothing in the pot.
I give it a double glance. What? Oh, the bloody hell.
Bartholomew, you, as you are investigating, 2 out of the 3 doors are actual doors. The one door that is not an actual door, you recognize as some sort of, you're not entirely sure what variety of magic it is, but there's some magic tomfoolery going on with that door. And will likely transport you to a different location entirely. The other 2 doors, one of them seems to, as you're like kind of really investigating the minutia, they are identical. One of them seems to have more wear to it, like it's been open and closed a little bit more often. And the other one has a singular rune on the handle.
So part of me wants to believe this should be simple because one of them's been used more and one of them is very clearly trapped. Part of me doesn't trust May.
Are we about to do the have you tried turning the doorknob?
I don't know.
So instead of actually touching any handle or any of it, I'm going to go to the more worn door. And I'm gonna just kick it in.
Okay.
That means I'm not touching any handle where runes might be, and I'm still opening it at a fast rate to clear a room.
Spyro watches this. Is like, have you tried just opening it?
Could be trapped.
Give me a strength check.
Yeah. Could I argue athletics there
Yes.
for that? All right. And since it's athletics, I do have an ability called Remarkable Athlete.
Mm-hmm.
I have advantage on all initiative and athletics checks.
Yes, you do.
So let me toggle advantage on real quick and
Is the
boom.
floor about? I'm having flashbacks.
That's a 22.
Flashbacks.
22. The door flies off of its hinges, and you are staring into the great abyss.
This is why we don't just open doors and go in blind.
If you just opened it, you would still just have seen that.
It could have been cursed. There's a fucking abyss here. There's very clearly magic.
You could have fell in.
What? No, that's preposterous.
Lads, lass, I'm getting a weird smell from this here pot. It smells rancid at first, and then it turns into one of the sweetest smells I've ever smelled.
Is Knick-Knack's face still in like the big old pot as he says this, so it's just echoing.
Yes.
His legs are definitely
100%.
kicking out of the pot.
Yes.
Don't let him fall in.
You know what? Having
Sparrow
heard that,
goes-
I'd go in the pot. And I make a big hullabaloo that I accidentally fell, and I'm like, oh no!
Oh, this could be bad.
Hear
Sparrow
the
is
clangs
immediately
of
already
his,
on-
like weapons and armor hitting the interior of the pot, and then suddenly nothing.
You dead?
Hello?
Sir Knick-Knack, could you possibly say something? And Sparrow starts peering into the pot.
Knick-Knack, you are sitting in a room.
Damn it.
You are sitting in a wooden room that seems to be a workshop. And it is it's definitely been used. It rather frequently, actually. There are large magical items that you don't recognize. There's plans, there's like little tinkering tools, and on the desk that you can kind of barely see over because it's really tall, is an orb that has a crack in it.
Who up pondering their orb?
The rest of you who are looking in the pot, you see nothing. You are hit with that same acrid smell that really, like, it burns as you smell it, and then it kind of fades into something sweet. It is different for each of you. It reminds you of someone that you've lost.
Also, DM, I'd like to break down the next door now that I know Bartholomew is missing.
Okay.
I'm going to tear this place down until I find him.
Okay. We're gonna pause there because we just hit ad break.
Fuck! Bartholomew falls in pot, me. Danger!
My name's Knick-Knack. Why are you calling me by your name?
From the
Listen,
beyond.
okay. You know, he's having a moment. He's having flashbacks. Give him a break.
Yeah,
No, very fair.
Again.
some serious flashbacks.
Oh man.
Sparrow's starting to realize that he's signed up with something that actually might require effort in fighting, and he's just like, I've made mistakes.
Regrets.
I
don't
even know which one of y'all is the one that's going to be like even marginally responsible at this point.
I
Listen,
feel like it's gonna be Bartholomew. It's just
I think it's gonna be Bartholomew.
You're passing the
Knick-Knack
brain
close
cell around.
behind.
It is not gonna be me.
I'm
Knick-knack.
responsible, but I'm also a paranoid person. So
Mhm.
like, there's a mix of how well that's gonna go.
Knick-knack is having the time of his life. He hasn't gone adventuring in 50 years.
Hell yeah, knick-knack.
And he thinks that Spyro's his best friend.
It did open with, "Hey,
Aw.
buddy."
I love that.
It's like, you know what? He's fun to pick on, and I like the kid. He's got a lot going for him.
Meanwhile, right out the gate, Spiral was trying to scam him from the beginning.
I'm cackling. The chemistry between these characters is really good too.
It really is.
It's great. I love it.
I'm not gonna lie, if you had given me a barbarian, instead of just walking into the push door, I would have pulled the push door until it came off its hinges and then went in.
That has actually that has happened in the other campaign.
It
I
did.
believe it.
Twice.
I remember.
I'm
that.
having flashbacks about these stack up doors right
Twice.
now. As soon as you said could only see the abyss as soon as the door was broke down, I'm like, can't trust you with doors, May. Can't trust
Listen,
you.
It's okay. I'm already paranoid, way ahead of you.
Yeah.
I ain't touching a single damn handle in the
Well,
rest of the
that was our
game.
downfall before, is that we took it too seriously then, and then ended up falling through the floor. Because of it.
No.
And then there's Knick-knack kicking his feet, smelling his wife's perfume, like, oh.
I mean,
I'm
Nick
not gonna lie.
ended up where he needed to be.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was going to fall into the pot and the pot was going to kill him.
I honestly
Or
was
that was
thinking-
another abyss.
I honestly, when everyone was like, Knick-knack, say something, I was like, nope, I ain't said shit. Somebody better go over there and look. And they was like, oh, I actually can't say shit.
No, you can't. You're not even there anymore. All right, we are back from the ads. Bartholomew, you kick the other door in.
Yeah. Bust that shit open.
You see
Where is he?
Knick-knack standing over near a desk looking at a cracked orb.
What?
The door
Meanwhile,
on the
while
ground.
this-
Hey, Knick-knack.
Meanwhile,
Oh.
while this is happening, Spyro's not paying any attention. He's like halfway bent over into the pot, still looking for Nick. Where did you go? Where did
He's
you
over here.
go? And it ends up falling into.
Oh my
Nick-
god.
Spyro gets spat out on the floor of the room as well.
Athena holds out her arm to help Spyro up.
Welcome into the room, mate.
Oh. Well,
Bartholomew stepping through the door that I just broke down.
Yeah,
It's
Athena,
a
you
bigger
can
pot
see
than you realize.
you can see all of them in the room.
Great. So I'm gonna follow into the room because I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Welcome to my pot.
it's a nice pot.
It's surprisingly
Nice
spacious.
place.
I'm keeping it.
Isn't this the room just next to the one we were just in?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to take the fun and the magic out of it, sure.
Oh, of course not. Nice place you got here.
Oh, thank you.
Is there any sign that like there's a witch here anywhere in this room?
Besides the giant pot on the outside that we used to get in.
Give me a perception check.
And if there's no
Ah,
sign of a
hell
witch,
yeah.
I think I'm just gonna ponder the orb.
Okay.
21.
21. 13.
Not 21.
Not 21. Yeah. Anybody else rolling, or just those two?
I'll roll.
Okay.
I will roll.
Nat 1.
Oh.
Not surprising though. Within my.
Athena's looking for,
Yeah,
got the first
Athena
sugar
is
mama.
looking for her wife.
Yeah.
Athena is like, she walks into the room
Yes.
expecting a witch and like drapes herself. You know, like the book talk like trends that were going on about like silhouettes and whatnot against the door frame.
Yes.
That is what Athena is up to right now. She is looking
Athena,
for her
your
wife.
Athena,
Hello,
your
I'm
sugar mama's not
ready.
here.
No! I get down on my knees.
The rest of
Okay,
you,
your posing was great.
um,
Very nice silhouette.
this does seem
Thank
to
you.
be the workshop of a witch, based on the sheer amount of like magical herbs and tools and whatnot that are kind of all over the room here. Again, the desk and all of the furniture is rather high, suggesting that she might be tall. And there is a orb that is, it looks like the orb was being worked on at some point relatively recently, and there is a crack in it.
Oh dear, that must not be good. Is this the barrier thing that they wanted us to know about?
If I look into the orb, do I see anything?
You want to
Does
look
the orb look back?
into it? It just, you see your reflection right now. It just looks like a dark, glassy sphere.
Okay. In that case, I think I'll just go about like investigating, seeing if I can find any notes on what's happening, what maybe the orb is or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Knick-Knack, the furniture is tall, so you're having a little bit of trouble seeing things that are not at a like more Knick-Knack appropriate level. So you
Really
see
consistent with
a lot of magical bits and bobs. You also can see that there are tools that are kind of like they've been almost kicked under the desk, as if like someone was working and got interrupted and their tools like fell down. Bartholomew, you're looking for any like notes or any like thing that's going to tell you what's going on, right?
Yeah, just trying to look at what's going on in here, assess the situation.
Okay, so your like knowledge and having been an adventurer for as long as you have, you also notice the tools on the ground, and just kind of like the fact that it just looks like somebody was interrupted in here. You're putting two and two together. Something happened to the witch. Someone came here looking for the witch, interrupted her working on this orb, which means the orb must be important. And now the witch is gone.
Okay. Taking quick stock, shoving the orb in my backpack.
Ah. You now have somewhere on your sheet, just write down that you have the orb.
Going to inventory, add weird fuck ass orb.
Hell yeah.
Wait, hold up, mate. Hold up. Can I see that orb real quick?
I will hold it so the small one can look at it.
The small one.
Well, you gotta bring it lower. You gotta crouch just a little bit. Come here.
Yeah, no, he's straight up gonna like kneel and present it to you, knight style.
I'm
Oh
going
my,
to
well,
cast.
isn't this quite the sight?
I'm going to cast Mending and see if that works.
Okay.
It may or may not.
Go ahead and yeah, go ahead and cast it.
Nothing else, it might at least fix the crack. Maybe not the magic though. Who knows?
Yep. It takes 1 minute to cast. It doesn't say I need a roll, but it says I can physically repair a magic item, but it can't restore magic to such an object.
Okay. The crack does mend itself, so it is now a complete orb. But nothing seems to happen beyond that.
I don't know. Does it feel any different? I'm gonna like take a step back.
Bartholomew looks at it for a minute, almost like gives it a magic 8-ball shake, see if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
He'll put it in the bag. Not right now. I assume we need the witch to fully fix it.
Yes, we need the witch badly. I mean, we need to see. I mean,
I turn and I look.
we need to know what happened.
One eyebrow raise. Right.
Spyro
Are
goes up
there-
to Athena and puts hand on shoulder. We'll find her together.
Teamwork.
Why are
Teamwork.
bards always so horny?
Why do you think I chose this job?
Oh, you know,
The
back in
job
my
chose
day,
me.
Exactly.
You know,
I'm gonna
back in my day,
interlink
women.
my arm with Athena. And we'll stand proud.
I stand up straighter, like I'm more proud. Like, yes.
Bard
Is
Sunday.
Athena
Together,
taller
horny.
than taller than Spyro? Just at
I think
think
so.
it's
She's 6 foot, right?
6 feet tall.
and
Yeah.
how? Wait,
Well, I'll
what is,
have-
how tall is?
I think Spyro
Spyro?
was like 5 something at most. Not.
I
think
Okay,
he's
so when
shorter
it
than
like
that,
they
actually.
interleak arms and Athena stands up straight, it slightly lifts Spiral off the
Yes.
floor, and he's like dangling just slightly.
Well,
Just
I
like the
have,
tips of the toes.
I have you ladies know that things come in fads. Things come in and out. When I was your age, women loved a man in uniform. And I'm just gonna run a hand through my hair, and I'm just gonna stand like at military rest.
Spyro's 5'6".
He's 5'6". Okay, I still
5'6".
say he's
Okay.
dangling slightly.
Yes, I like that image.
Spiral's listening to this, and he just kind of starts rolling his eyes as far as back into his head as he can at Knickknack's little reminiscing.
I guess while they're bonding to make the team stronger.
Mhm.
Yes, we're
I'm gonna
team.
do.
We're doing
Could I
things.
do like a survival check to try and find any track of where the witch might have gone or been taken?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So bait. Well, I
Ooh.
guess I don't need to expend the extra.
No, you don't. No, you do not. Okay, so you are suddenly you can kind of you tune out a little bit of your companions, and you enter like this state of like, I need to know what happened here. And you can almost picture, like, you can almost see it like play by play in your mind as like the witch was here, she was working, someone knew exactly how to get in to her shop or like her home, entered in the home, started ransacking the place. She was startled, dropped her tools, went out to see what was going on, and a scuffle ensued. Something happened. They never made it into the room where the orb was, but they took the witch, and you can see they tried to cover their tracks, but you do see several sets of footprints leading away from the house and further into the woods.
Yeah, after having his his Sherlock Holmes recreating the scene moment, he kind of looks up, and unbeknownst to him, he actually had kind of like a shadowy aura about him from when he locked in. And like for a second he has kind of mist on his eyes, and he shakes his head and it kind of dissipates and it's back to just him. And he looks to the others. They went this way. It just points. It's like, I found them. Or their trail at least.
And I'll have you know, I fought in 3 war. Wait, what?
I do believe our bloodhound has found scent.
I say we go quickly.
Quickly,
Oh, is-
our arms are still interlinked, and Spyro's trying to.
I'm like holding on for dear life because I've made a friend, and so I'm just like, I'm not gonna ever let you go.
Never let go.
my dear,
Spyro.
you may have to let my feet touch the ground so I can walk.
Oh,
She could
sorry.
just carry you.
I never got to finish my story, and I'm just like left alone in this room.
Yeah, as he sits there alone for a moment, Bartholomew's gonna like, as they're all setting off to leave, Bartholomew's gonna pop in, like, pick him up and just like out the door.
And that is where we are going to end session for tonight.
Hey! Did we get to all the bullet points?
You made it through everything I needed you to.
Yay! We
Let's
did it!
go!
Okay, awesome.
It's
We
okay.
did it.
Great.
There was a mystery, and apparently Bartholomew has read a lot of investigation novels, because if you look, every investigation check was a
Yeah,
fucking
your
20.
investigation
That's
checks
really
were
fucking
terrifying.
funny.
That was really good.
Which is
That was
great.
Somebody
Wild.
needed to be competent in this situation.
Yeah.
Like,
Then not gonna be me. I have my uses, but
So,
yet.
for those of you who don't know, Haunted One background, which is what Bartholomew is, means they're like haunted by a ghost or apparition, or in this case, I was just gonna have it be a shadow, and I was like, that wasn't Bartholomew. His shadow locked in.
Shadow locked in and just told him where to go.
that's like me with my house
That's so
ghost.
good. All right, friends. We will be back tomorrow with more at the
Yeah.
same time. So 9 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. CST. We will be back with more.
You're telling me I have to wait approximately 22 hours before I can
Yeah.
play again?
22
I have to
hours.
go to work first? No.
I know.
Damn.
Oh, I'm so sorry for all of your losses.
If you guys are so curious about what's going to happen next and when Spyro is going to get that 37-in-1 shampoo forcefully put into his hair, you must come back next time.
Yeah, you gotta
fun
come back
fact.
next time. We are
You gotta
this-
lock in, guys.
This is gonna move pretty quick because we got a week. We got a week to get through this. So we're gonna be playing every day, same time. So if you would like to see Athena, Bartholomew, Spyro, and Knick-Knack, make sure that you come back tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST for more on A Paradox
Chat,
of Arcana.
if you aren't here, Spyro might die.
Oh dear. Oh my.
You know what the people don't. You know what the people don't have to wait for?
What? What do they not have to wait for?
What?
What happens when Knick-Knack accidentally walks into a pothole?
Oh boy.
Ah,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
All
I'm not gonna lie,
right,
that would not be
everybody.
able to-
If you have not already, please follow our lovely players. I will very slowly type everybody's stuff in again because your girl has claws on right now, and I'm slower than I normally
oh,
am.
I know how that goes.
Real don't perceive me.
But yeah, please follow our lovely players. Once again, this is a reward for May that we raised a ton of money for. My lovely players, how was it? How was first session? How do you feel?
It is every bit as fun as I was hoping it was gonna be to be a part of this and also play as Spyro. Which, fun fact, I don't think you realize this, Ditsy. My dog's name is Spyro.
That's hilarious.
No way. I love that.
Oh.
I have a dog named Spyro.
Another fun fact relating to Spyro, in the original game he was in, he had a bag of holding, but he kept it in his hair, so it looked like he had hair of holding. And I
Of
think
course
that's
he
really
did.
funny.
Just like Knick-Knack.
But that's in his beard.
Yeah, he's got a beard holding.
A beard of holding.
That's
I
where I
love
keep
that.
my snacks.
Valid.
It's my flavor saver.
Gotta have road trip snack.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
I am determined to get Athena her big wife. Just so you know, I previously
too.
was not determined. Like I was like, okay, like yeah, okay, we have two bards going in here, but yeah, now I'm like, she must have her big wife,
Spyro will be single by the end of this.
and she is,
And it
she
won't
is
be
big
by
wife.
choice.
She is like 7 feet tall. She is big wife. So
All I wanna do.
Yes.
I love every single one of these characters. This is great.
they're so
This
fun.
is great.
All right, my loves.
I'm
do
not
you
gonna lie,
have
at the first sign of enemies, Bartholomew's gonna turn into a fucking crackhead.
Not the Moon Knight.
The Moon Knight's gonna come out, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have anything you would like to say to the people before we end for tonight, before we raid out?
Don't be a bottom, be a sub.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know the whole thing. I can't repeat it off as people can. But for the low price of a chip bag, you can also not have to sit through ads and hear May losing her shit at us. So don't be a bottom, be a sub. Bye, everyone.
Agreed. It's a great experience.
All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. If you are raiding with us, I have put the raid message in chat for you guys. Yeah, thank you guys for letting us do this and for joining us. Thank you as well to our 3 raiders. We got raids from Zag, we got raids from Noob, and we got raids from Rockface Lionheart. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. I will see you tomorrow with our lovely players. Bye, everybody! All right, let me get them